morning. On behalf of the family, I want to thank everybody for coming this morning. I know this morning's a little bit different as far as the memorial service goes, but intentionally so. Because today, as we honor Dad, today's not about death. Today truly is about victory. Today is about giving honor where honor is due to a man who gave his entire life serving others. And for us, and hopefully for everybody here, today's a celebration of Dad. You know, Dad knows a little something different to everybody in the room. If you left this morning with one thing, Todd and I, as we thought about it, want you to leave knowing one thing, that Dad preached, standing right here every Sunday, and wearing his mic. Dad preached what he believed, and he lived what he preached. So, what you got on Sunday morning with Dad was the same thing you got on Monday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon, Saturday. That was Dad. You know, we just sang the song, God, You're So Good. That's really easy to sing when times are good, right? Really easy. Times are good. God's good. You know, Dad said that when times were good. But you know what? Dad also said it in the last days of his life. In utter pain and agony, Dad said, God, you're so good. You know, if you want to know more about what Dad believed in the cross and Jesus, Todd and I and many others in here at the end of the service would be happy to stay and tell you. So what I wanted to do with my time this morning is, so Mike, you know, what I didn't inherit from my father, but Todd and I inherited from the Sheffield side of the family is the handshake. Can you see that? So our hands shake no matter what, but when we get amped up or the adrenaline starts flowing, they really start shaking, which is the reason I've got them stuck in my pocket this morning. So, because I might knock this iPad off the thing. So, what I wanted to spend a couple minutes talking to you about is the lessons my dad taught me in life. So, the first lesson that Dad taught me was about people. How to treat people, how to deal with people at all stages of life, how to have a real impact in this world through people. You know, the toughest thing in life for most people is dealing with people, right? And especially if you're in the ministry. Guess what the ministry is? People. So, growing up with a father that was a pastor was rather unique. I know there's a few people in this in the group today that had a father that was a pastor. It was truly unique. We witnessed everything from weddings to funerals and everything in between. I used to say that I could do a mean wedding, right? Because I listened to so many of them. Just couldn't do it legally. But I could do a wedding. We saw how he walked through people with the greatest joys, deepest despairs. From birth to death, he was with people. I can't tell you how many phone calls at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning Dad got from people. You know, calling. And he got up. He was at their hospital, at the bedside of the hospital. He was at their house. He was wherever they needed him to be. And it wasn't just church members, by the way. It was people who'd never gone to church. It was people who hadn't graced the doors of the church building in 20 years. But Dad was there. You know, I used to also laugh when, growing up, when people would say, he's a pastor, what does he do the other 6 days of the week, right? He preaches Sunday morning, what does he do the other 6 days of the week? Well, you know, I would say being a pastor is one of the only jobs in the world that's truly a 24/7, 365 job. You're always working. You're always there, no matter what. You know, Dad had such a huge impact on people's lives because he treated everybody with dignity and respect. Dad didn't care if you agreed with him, if you thought like him, if you believed like him, if you looked like him. And you know what? Even if you didn't like him, he still treated you with dignity and with respect. You know? And so, I mean, don't get me wrong, he never compromised his beliefs, his standards, but he just handled himself with grace with people. You know, Dad just liked people. You know, and he would talk to anybody. So, one of the favorite things that Dad and Todd and I would do is we'd go to Chicago. We loved to go watch the Cubs play. It was just a blast for us. Some of my greatest memories were going to Chicago with Dad. So we catch the Red Line subway out to the ballpark. And for any of you that have ever been on a subway, you know that people on the subway have earphones in and they're staring at the ground, right? If you've ever been on a subway. Why? Because they don't want to talk to you, right? So guess what Dad would do? He talked to people, right? To the point Todd and I finally had to look at him and say, Dad, knock it off, man. You know, this is not an overly safe thing you're doing for us here. And so, but that was just Dad. You know, as a pastor in today's world, you know, it's a very tough thing. You know, you're judged by numbers in today's world as a pastor. How big's your building? How big's your congregation? How big's your budget? So, and that was something that even Dad thought about. You know, is he relevant? Is he having an impact on the people around him? One of the things that Dad always taught me, though, was it's not about buildings, budgets. It's about people. It's always about people. You know, Dad's impact was, was local, it was international, it was multi-generational. People Dad impacted. You know, as I've ridden around with Todd, wherever he is here in the last month or so since Dad passed, you know, just taking care of stuff. I've been amazed by people looking for Dad. The barista in the Starbucks drive-thru, the cashier at Publix, looking for him. Well, why are they looking for him? You know, because most of them had no idea he was a pastor. They didn't know that. They knew that Dad treated them with dignity and with respect. And they wanted to know where he was. You know, he pursued people. I mean, he pursued people for Christ. Even those that didn't want to be pursued, he pursued people. You know, he invested his entire life in others. You know, I know that over the past months, you know, many people from around the world sent in videos, and we're not going to play them this morning, tributes to the impact Dad had on their lives. You know, for his 31 years here at Milestone to the 50 years he just celebrated in the ministry. You know, Dad, he meant so much to different people. For Todd and I, Dad was the rock, right? He was the glue that held our family together. He's who we went to. For, you know, for some, he's granddad. For he's brother-in-law. He's, you know, he's pastor. He's friend. He's confidant. He was so many different things to different people. You know, one of the things that Dad taught me was how to love my wife and treat my wife. Because for one person, he was the husband of 48 years. You know, Dad, that's another thing that Todd and I used to look at Dad and tell him to knock it off. You know, because the way he treated Mom, we couldn't keep up with it. You know, you're like, Dad, we can't. You got to, no, man. You know, you got to stop. But again, you know, that was Dad. So, Dad taught me that true leadership is servant leadership. That doesn't mean, you know, that you don't lead strong, because he did. It just means you lead with humility and grace. You know, the song that played right there at the end of the slideshow is a song called Nobody. The words to the song go, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul. I'm living for the world to see, nobody but Jesus. There you go. We can end. I mean, that was Dad. You know, so, you know, Dad, what most people don't know about him is, you know, Dad could have been anything he wanted to be, and probably pretty wealthy doing it. Because, you know, if you guys didn't know, the ministry's not an overly lucrative gig. You know, you don't get paid a whole lot to be in the ministry. In fact, you give up a whole lot to be in the ministry. So, you know, Dad could have been anything he wanted. You know, he was extremely smart. Multiple degrees from the University of Miami, University of South Florida, degrees in math, physics, a master's in medical history. I mean, who gets a master's in medical history? I mean, that is just how smart he was. You know, he just had that math and analytical mind. He would research something for weeks. Okay, it didn't matter if it was a toaster or a car, right? He researched it for weeks, drove Mom nuts. Something I inherited from him and something I drive my wife nuts with now. But, you know, and, you know, just story on that. So, in the way his brain worked. So when Dad was born in Key West. So Todd and I, well, Todd went on that trip. So Dad and I went down there to Key West, went back, found his old house, went to the lighthouse because Dad loved lighthouses. And so right across from Hemingway House in the island is the lighthouse. And on the, there was a plaque on the outside of the lighthouse that said 92 steps to the top, something like that. You know, me, I shot up to the top of the lighthouse. Guess what Dad did? He counted the steps, right? So, I mean, that's the way that his brain worked. You know, that could have been anything he wanted. But instead, he chose to give up earthly wealth for heavenly rewards. And he spent 50 years doing it. Dad taught me how to deal with loss. A little insight into what shaped Dad's life. Dad, like I said, was born in Key West. His dad was a pastor. So then they moved up to the Miami area where his dad pastored the church. And when Dad was 22, his dad died of a brain aneurysm. So Dad had to step in, pastor his father's church, take care of his mother, drive back and forth to Lakeland, Florida to teach, and all at the age of 22. You know, I look at that and think, Dad dealt with everything that Todd and I are standing in the gap dealing with right now, but he did it with half the time of his father, half the time of the father pouring into him. So I look at it and think, what a blessing for the time Todd and I had with our father. You know, after that, not long after that, a story for another time when he met Mom, and then not long before he and Mom got married, Mom's dad passed. So once again, he walked through that with these two ladies on the front row right here. And so I look back at all of that and I think, you know, Dad really prepared Todd and I. We don't feel prepared, but he did. You know, on a side note, you know, Todd and I never met either one of our grandfathers. Both of our grandfathers passed away before Todd and I were even born. So I look back as you try to find the blessings through something like this. I look back and I think, what a huge blessing that my kids, Todd's kids, and 7 grandkids all got to know their grandfather. Dad taught me the character of a man and character. You know, Todd and I had the ultimate respect for Dad. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't do a few stupid things growing up because there was 1 or 2 in there. But what kept me grounded was my respect for my father and not wanting to disappoint him. You know, when Todd and I were growing up in Central Florida, we thought Dad was an absolute giant of a man, right? He was just this burly, man's man, tough guy growing up. I said this at the graveside. I always thought he had the biggest hands growing up. You remember how you just think your father was just the biggest guy? I thought he had the biggest hands growing up. He used to play basketball with us with this old basketball goal bolted onto this old barn. You know, Dad whipped us in basketball. Then he'd go over and he'd climb onto this old orange Kubota tractor. And he'd go out next to start bush hogging this field next to the old parsonage down there. And Mom would bring him out this jar of iced coffee, the old mason jar full of iced coffee. And Todd and I used to chase that tractor around that field, just begging for a sip of that coffee, which I think is kind of where our love for the 3 of us getting together, having a cup of coffee, may have actually come from. As we got older, we still viewed Dad as a giant of a man, just for completely different reasons. We realized he was a giant of a man because of his character and the things that made him who he was. When I think of Dad's character, I think of integrity. I could talk for hours about Dad's integrity. He was always faithful and loyal, almost to a fault, faithful and loyal. To Mom, his church, his family, his friends, which is the reason I think that Dad respected that trait so much in others. You know, part of his character is the way he loved, especially his family. You know, even to this day, Dad prayed for Todd and I twice a day. If you went and got his phone right now, the calendar reminders are going to pop up on it, morning and evening, where Dad prayed for us every day. Dad prayed for all his grandkids every night by name. That was prayer word. You know, one thing about Dad was he was always there. He never complained. If you needed him, guess what? He showed up. And he never, ever complained about it. He was meticulous. What he did with excellence. Dad, part of his character that he taught us was perseverance. Don't quit. Dad didn't quit. Again, the ministry is full of rejection. And Dad, it didn't define who he was. He kept moving forward. On a side note, funny note about Dad. Dad was pretty stiff growing up, right? Dad was a disciplinarian in our house, right? He kept us all in line. He really loosened up as we got older, okay? And so really loosened up as we got older. Because then I catch him holding my kids' hands doing stuff that we used to get in trouble for, right? And you're looking at him going, who are you, man? What are you doing? So, but a few final thoughts I want to leave you with here. Some things I'm going to miss about my dad. I'm going to miss his counsel. There, multiple times a week, it was, hey, Dad, what do you think about this? Hey, Dad, what about this? Hey, Dad, what would you do here? Hey, Dad, hey, Dad. He was my mechanic, plumber, electrician, right? Whatever I needed, hey, Dad. I'm going to miss going and get a cup of coffee with Dad and Todd. Because whenever we finished that coffee, we'd stand in the parking lot, Dad would pray over us. I'm going to miss how he loved his grandkids. I'm going to miss the fact that Dad and I had this ongoing battle about who could find the cheapest gallon of gas. And we would take a picture of the pumps and we'd text it back and forth to each other to see who could find the cheapest gallon of gas. And I told Todd he's going to have to step up. So many things. I'm going to miss his voice. I'm going to miss him singing "Oh Holy Night." I won't be able to hear that song again without hearing his voice. Dad loved a lot of things. He loved the beach. He loved walking along the beach with Mom. He loved going and taking the kids to the seashells on the beach. He loved his coffee. Still can't make a cup of coffee like that. He loved to play golf. He loved riding motorcycles. But nothing more than his family. I'm truly humbled and blessed that he was my dad. Never did we think 4 or 5 months ago, when we were at Disney and he was riding roller coasters with my kids. Roller coasters that I wouldn't even get on, mind you. Okay? Dad was riding with my kids. That we'd be standing here today. We begged for healing. We did. We begged God for healing for Dad. But we wanted healer to come to us. Come heal him. Instead, he went to the healer. And he's in heaven. We just didn't know it was going to be the ultimate healer. When I think about Dad's legacy, I can't adequately express how much I love my dad. There's no way to do it. How much I'm going to miss my dad. How devastating, overwhelming, and sometimes completely suffocating the loss is. I find myself thinking about all the things he won't be here for. To marry his granddaughters, graduations, see his great-grandchildren. And at the time, it makes me try to make sense of the pain. He had so much to do, so much to give, so much to teach. But I, like everybody else, I have to be okay with the fact that I may never know God's plan in this. It may just not be something I know while I'm on this earth, while he's gone. What I do know is that I can continue to honor my father by passing on the lessons that he taught me to others, my children and others, the way I treat others, and by pursuing Christ for others the way he did, and leading others to the cross. Will you pray with me? Heavenly Father, Lord, I thank you for my dad. I thank you for giving my dad to me. I thank you for the time that I had with my dad. I pray for everyone here. I pray for the impact that Dad had on their lives. I pray that his impact and influence will continue to flow through everyone here, through the generations that he touched. I just thank you for who you are. I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy. And I just pray for your comfort and for your peace. In Jesus' name.